Toastmasters meeting. If there is Tuesday, there is Toastmasters. Why are we here? Because we want to create a mutually positive and supportive environment in which every member has the opportunity to develop their oral communication and leadership skills, which of course in foster turn into personal development and growth. Every meeting has a Toastmaster or a host of the evening. Today, I want to invite in front of us Ovidiu Oltean, our beloved colleague.
Thank you very much, Raluca. Hi everyone, my name is Ovidiu. I welcome you to a new Toastmasters meeting. Now, every Toastmaster meeting is comprised out of 3 sections. The first section is the prepared speeches section. The second one is the impromptu speeches, the not prepared section. And the third one is the evaluation section. Each of the section is conducted by one of our members. The prepared speeches section is conducted by me, the Toastmaster. The impromptu speeches section is conducted by the table topics master, which I'm going to present at the proper time. And the evaluation section is coordinated by the general evaluator. But before we enter the structure of the meeting, I want to talk about a little bit about the theme of the meeting. And the theme of today's meeting is talents. Or I should say, Toastmasters Got Talent. And the reason why I chose this meeting is because Romanians Got Talent just came to close today. And we had the first round of trials. And it was really fun. And we have a special event on Saturday and Sunday at the Students' Cultural House, where I invite you all to come and support one of our members. His name is Ovidiu. And of course, we all have one special talent, which is the talent of speaking in public. But I am really curious what other hidden talents you might have. So my challenge for you this evening is when you come in front and begin the presentation of your role, to start with, my name is, etc., etc., and my talent is, besides the one of public speaking, of course, because I'm really curious what kind of special talents we have here. So, to go on with the meeting, I would like to present the general evaluator of the meeting, and I would like to present you the agenda of the meeting. This is the agenda. And the general evaluator of the meeting is Adi Salasan. So please give a round of applause to Adi.
Thank you, Ovidiu. My name is Adi Salasan, and my special talent is making a fool out of myself. So I'm gonna present my special talent right now by not having the agenda in front of me. So I'm gonna need to turn around and read from the projector. What does it mean to be a general evaluator? Well, it means I'm going to keep an eye on everybody who has a role tonight, and I'm going to try to provide constructive feedback to each and every one of them, and hopefully contribute with the help of my team to the personal development of each and every speaker and well, even maybe guest for tonight's evening, for tonight's meeting. So let's start with the technical evaluators. The first one will be the accounter. I will let him present his own role. Alexandru.
Thank you. Hello everyone. Tonight I will be a counter. I will be number your the break and the repetition. I wish you to have good luck. Good luck. Adi?
That was a really short presentation. I will introduce now the very important role of grammarian. Tonight it's Gabriela's turn.
Hi, my name is Gabriela, and my talent is being late, I think. Today I was on time. So my role as a grammarian is quite an interesting one because I need to be very patient and also to pay attention to people when speaking and trying to be a good teacher, not a bad one, like finding only the wrong expressions and wrong grammar. I have chosen a word for this evening, and the word is knack. It's a new one for me too, and it is a special skill, talent or aptitude, a clever way of doing something, and it is a synonym to aptness, facility, dexterity. And this is an example that I think it applies to many of us. He had a special knack for getting into trouble. So please use this word as often as possible. And as I was saying, my knack is to be late. But this time I wasn't tired. Thank you.
Well, from my perspective, Gabriela's knack is for giving constructive feedback, so she will help us tonight, maybe improve our English language skills. And the following evaluator's knack is to help Gabriela with her lateness, because the following evaluator is the timer. Tonight, he is Danci.
Hi, I'm Robert, and I'm good at keeping time, so I'm a timer today. I'm gonna keep the rules simple. I will measure the time and show you these cards, which, as you can deduce for yourself, this means that you are good. You have 1 minute. This is your almost good, 30 seconds. And this is, you know what this means? You're dead. So I wish you good luck and see you at the end with my report.
Thank you, Robert. So, in order to keep things simple and keep the meeting going, I'm gonna pass the torch to our Toastmaster. Odi.
Thank you, Adi. Adi will return at the end of the meeting during the evaluation section. Oh yeah, the knack. My knack, I think, recently is to be Zen. I found it's very useful because it reduces the stress you feel inside, and it's quite handy because shit happens. So, we are going to begin the first section, the prepared speeches, or I should say the prepared speech section. And our first speaker of the evening is a person who has many knacks, and I'm going to ask him to present at least one before he begins his speech. He has a really steep, which means fast, climbing of the Toastmaster's ladder, because his has a great talent for public speaking, and he's going really quick on the scale of becoming a great speaker. And I would like to present to all of you today our first speaker, Dacian, who is at project number 4, How to Say. And his objectives for this speech are to use a proper grammar, to use vivid words, to use clear constructions and to avoid any misunderstanding of what he's going to say. His speech is entitled The Kids Are Right, and it's 7 minutes long. So please give a round of applause for Dacian Cimpean.
Hi, my name is Dacian, and before I start my speech, I think that I have the talent of being boring when I try to say really interesting things because I get carried away. And sometimes I like to write, but I don't necessarily think I'm talented. Okay, so we all know the story of Little Red Riding Hood. There's this girl wandering through the woods towards her grandmother's house. There's obviously the grandmother, the talking wolf, and finally the hunter, or the ranger, whatever he was. But listen to this. In earlier versions of the tale, there was a different aspect. The wolf and the little girl both ate the grandmother, which doesn't appear in the Green Brothers version. And I think I know why. But by explaining this, I have to tell a totally different story. A couple of years ago, a group of overly concerned parents took a look at these cartoons and they found something really totally wrong with it, and they felt they needed to express it. And while I was researching this, I found a really interesting article that shows just how angry they were. These parents considered that Winnie the Pooh was gay, and he was basically having gay cartoon sex with the rest of the characters. Let me read you from the article. For those who do not know, Winnie the Pooh is the story of a homosexual bear who lives in a forest of England named 100-acre Woods. The article continues to explain how every character in the cartoon is basically a typology of a gay stereotype that they understand or whatever. And further on, it ends this way. These gay predators, referring to the people who wrote the book, are making this filth and putting it in a book, selling their t-shirts in Walmart, supermarket, and making our children dig into and this is my favorite part, the honeypots of homosexuality. Yeah. I think that the main concern here is that they are sexualizing everything, sexualizing a cartoon just for the sake of maybe they are children, but I honestly don't think that there's any reason to worry. Just consider the kinds of cartoons that were on when we were growing up. For instance, there was this cartoon, Cow and Chicken, which had just a couple of characters. There were the two animal brothers, the cow and the chicken. There was the devil, and I have no idea how to use this. There are the parents whose bodies are trimmed down, are trimmed from the waist down. So I would suppose that these kinds of cartoons would be considered more dangerous to children than Winnie the Pooh, but that wasn't the case, at least for those parents. Furthermore, the cow was constantly playing with herself, and I remember one episode that I found really over the top, in which the cow brushed her teeth with her brother. But I believe that this cartoon actually has a life lesson for children, that people come in different sizes and shapes, and we have to at least acknowledge, if not accept, this. There was also this cartoon Beetlejuice done by Tim Burton, in which a really peculiar old, or at least adult, has a friend relationship with a teenage girl, he lacks any kind of care for personal hygiene and constantly eats bugs just for the fun of it. And despite the fact that when I was a kid, really enjoyed these cartoons, I don't remember any of my friends doing this, so there's no need to worry about influencing kids through cartoons. Actually, the life lesson in this show, in this series, I believe it was that you can be friends with people who are totally different from you. So it's better to understand the positive aspect rather than whatever negative aspect you can find. There was also this cartoons, Powerpuff Girls. I remember the character Kim, who was, I could say, a transgender character. He had, he looked like a cross-dressing drag queen. That's actually true. A lot of drag queens, when I looked for this image, were inspired by the character. So, and there was also Buttercup, the one in green, who was a tomboy who had the attributes normally attributed, I'm sorry for the repetition, to boys, but who was actually a girl, so a tomboy. The lesson is that there are different types of people in the world, and despite the fact that we might feel afraid of them because their difference scares us, there is nothing wrong with it, so we should accept. Other transgender characters were in Sailor Moon. I didn't remember this, but someone reminded me, where there were 3 young boys who, when they transformed, if you remember the cartoons, when they transformed into superheroes, they actually became female superheroes. And that's basically a metaphor for what cross-dressers or transsexual people do. They appear as one gender, stereotypical a gender, but actually they sometimes enjoy dressing in the clothes of the opposite gender. And what I remember about this one, now that someone reminded me, is that they were regarded with normality, as normal in the cartoons. And honestly, the fact that I don't even remember this thing shows that there's little, if any, influence. And the lesson would be social acceptance here. Okay. Next, there was courage, the cowardly dog. I'm going to start with the life lesson here. 30 seconds. The life lesson here. The life lesson is that no matter how scared you are of doing something, you should always try to do that if it means protecting the ones you love. And to keep it really, really short, I have to say that kids nowadays are not as lucky as we were. We had these really weird and complex shows on TV dedicated to kids. They also have a couple of them. I wrote it here some. SpongeBob, the SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants, Fairly Odd Parents, and this one, Adventure Time, which has something in common with courage, because it shows that living in a world of your own imagination living inside your head, actually is in some sorts rewarding. I guess that basically that's what the parents did. They lived in their own heads when they expressed their concern regarding Winnie the Pooh. Thank you.
I don't
You don't?
No. My friends told me they don't appear in the series.
They don't appear?
I don't know. I never watched the series.
I'm sure
To
you
make
did.
sure, yes.
Make that clear.
Okay. Coming back to talents, I'm curious and I want to ask everyone, who thinks that you have discovered your talent? Who thinks that something deep inside tells you that this is my talent, my true talent, and this defines me real deep? Who thinks, who believes that he or she found its talent? So few. Someone said a few days ago that it's really sad to see old people at 70, 80, 90 years after a long life, and they really didn't do at any time what they really wanted to do and what they really liked to do. They just went with the flow and just got stuck in the community. My challenge for you is to look for your talents, to start thinking about all the activities you do daily, one by one, and think about how much energy those activities give you, and how well are you performing during those activities. And if people tell you that you are good, if you feel you are good, if you have good results, that might be one of your talents. And I think life comes down to this, to do every day what you feel is right, what you like to do, and achieve results that benefit the entire community. And if you don't know your talents, well, this is a good time to discover them, because we go into the impromptu section of the evening. And I would like to invite in front of you the coordinator of the impromptu section, and that is Raluca Moisi. Please give her a round of applause.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Raluca Moisi, and my talent is to speak. Not just because I'm a woman, not just because I'm a Toastmaster. It's just like that. I like to speak every day. So here we are at the table topic section, and today is Toastmasters Got Talent. I found myself today at România of Talent, and I was watching all the people around. They were so colored and so strange for me, but everyone has a talent, and that was my inspiration for today's section, table topic section, or Toastmasters Got Talent section. I want to create for this evening the atmosphere in that studio, in that preselection studio. So I would like to ask the timer, the grammarian, and the accountant to come here in front and be our jury for tonight. This evening you are Andra, Mihai, and Andy.
Not necessarily.
So, welcome. And now let's see who wants to come in front and perform about something. I have here a few topics, a few talents, and a few instructions for you. You have to come in front to pick one and follow the instructions. I would like to stop the camera, and what happens in this room tonight stays in this room. So everybody feels comfortable, have to feel comfortable, because won't be taped. Ovi, take it. Agnieszka. Let's applaud.
I don't have to read this. I don't have to read this.
Do as you wish. I think will be more fun.
Hello, Mr. Anda. I would like, I am a poet or a poetess. I'm a poetess, actually. Yes, you. And I was thinking that maybe it would be a very good idea to tell you a poem, but actually I don't remember any of my poems, even though I wrote them. So I just wanted to tell you how is my life, and oh, Mrs. Mihai Petre.
No.
Da. I'm so full of passion, you know. My words don't come to me, to Mama. But the sun is shining and the weather is glowing, and I feel like I have such a gift with this poet thing. When I was born a few time ago, my parents said that maybe I would become an artist or something because I looked very interestingly. Actually, I got out with my foot first, and they were thinking that maybe I would become an artist, but I only became a poet. Yeah. So please believe me, I have some poems at home. Home, sweet home. Hello. So, what do you say?
It's very hard to say something. This card is for you.
Very sad. I should have come here as a singer. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have a few more who wants to come here. Let's see. Which was mine? Choose one. Oh, okay. Did I get this right? Awesome. Yes. Good evening. How are you? My name is Bassy Bass, and I want to become a bass singer. I don't have a bass, but I can imitate one, or at least I want to become proficient in imitating one. For now, I'm very good at imitating the bass when it's silent. I'm very good at pausing while talking to people. And I want to have my own band, which is for deaf people. Our philosophy is less music, more silence. because silence is good for thinking, and in the band we all have a special knack for listening. Our project is an innovative one because we will all imitate different instruments while they're silent. So we want to improve our miming skills and give a visual representation of a concert. We are thinking of deaf people mostly because I think the mainstream music and media, they all forget about these people who don't have this ability of listening to sound. So I would like to invite you to our first concert next week. I don't have my band yet, but until next week, I will surely gather my silent friends. Thank you.
I have to admit this one was a hard one. So congratulations for your creativity. Who wants to be the next one at the Toastmasters Got Talent? Boris, let's applaud. Choose one. Let's see.
Long one. So my talent is supposed to be my intuition. So I'm looking at the jury and I'm trying to guess something about you. I'm trying to read your face and see something behind the scenes. Are you sure you don't want to go through this? I think I find something very very mysterious about you and your Andra. And I think you don't love Raluca that much. I really think you are thinking about somebody else when you are with him. When you kiss him, you imagine somebody else. And I know this is life, and you can find out. But this is the risk of being in the jury. And what else do I see? I think you were very convinced to marry him. But he somehow tricked you into doing this. I think he got you drunk or something. I can't explain otherwise. But now you got to fall in love with him. Although you didn't love him in the beginning, but now you really discover something about him, and now everything is okay. So, Mihai Petri, next time.
Yes.
So you are unmarried. You really hope to find somebody that's very special, and that's why you didn't get married until now. And I think you just use your celebrity status to hook up girls. I think you just come to these shows because you get on TV and you get a lot of girls' attention. And that's the secret reason you are here. Do I have more time for you? Yes. You are the other guy from the jury that I don't know.
I don't know.
I see that you wear glasses. You want to seem more intellectual in order to attract girls. And you don't need this show because you are the smartest one of the jury. Not this jury, the real one. And I think you finally made it up. You will make it up with girls. Okay, that's it.
Who wants to be the next one? Oh.
One of 5 or one of... Okay. It's great. Wow, it's a letter. It's foarte tare. It's in Romanian. Should I?
Bilingual.
No?
Do as you wish.
20 minutes, yeah? Can I enter? Oh, thank you very much. Look, I had a problem. I'm very sorry to begin with this, but I am a painter, and I will paint. I wanted to paint you, but a really good, fine painting. But unfortunately, somebody stole my painting tools, and now I have to improvise, and you know, that's my talent, to improvise. Even if I don't have tools, you know, I like tools, it's okay, but everybody has. But who can paint without tools? That is the one who needs to win this competition. What are you writing down there? Can I paint you? I see that you are painting with left hand and you with right hand. Okay, then I will paint with my both hands. I will paint you. You only have to use your imagination. You have 3 choices. You can say what I have painted. Yeah? What are you saying?
A mountain.
A mountain, yes.
Can you repeat?
It was so, yeah, and this one, the first one, yes, this was a mountain, exactly. And the second one?
A house.
A house, not really, but you have a point from me. And you, what's your opinion?
Naked lady.
Naked lady, and it has it's its head, or what was this part? This was the without, huh? The boobs? It can be, only use your imagination, it can be everything you want, everything, you know? And this was my talent. I hope that you have the chance to invite me to the next step. Thank you very much.
I guess if Phoebe goes to Romani God's talent, there will be show. Who wants to be the next one in our show? Come on. We have a few colors.
Can I go?
Sure. That's a blossom.
What's your name? My name is Dracula. And Dracula wants to need blood. To suck the blood.
Do you think you can win this competition by sucking blood?
Yes, nobody do this until me. I'm Dracula, I'm very original. I come from Transylvania. I have a castle, I have a forest. I have everything I want. I have a lot of people to such as blood.
I know lots of girls in Cluj that suck blood. What are you so different from them?
Because I'm a very specialist to such blood. I can to hypnotize the girls and after I hypnotize I can do everything I wanted.
Andy can do that too.
Andy's really, you can do this? Of course. Of course. Oh, let's see.
I do it in private.
Private? Oh no. She's joking, they don't do this. Okay.
When did you discover your talent?
When I was child, you know, I was sleeping, and when I'm sleeping, sometimes I'm somnambule. And tonight I was somnambul, and I was wake up and I was working and I was broke a house and I see a girl there and
Gone.
I was having my soul I'm going to I want to I feel a wish to
Two, go on.
to such the
To suck the blood?
yes. And this how I get this tongue.
Okay. Andy, what do you think?
It's fake.
Thank you so much. Which one? So your target was to make people laugh?
Yes.
Oh, great.
Who wants to come here?
Come on. We have time
Yeah,
for one or two.
as many as you want.
Come on. We have enough topics. Ovi, let's do
Yes.
They don't meet you.
Yes.
Send them
I'm going
here.
to meet you.
Okay. Send it to me. We have only 3 tickets left. Who wants to come? Come on.
The squeaky voice is over.
You are a Toastmaster. That's easy. We have Toastmaster here? No one? Toastmaster here in this room? Come on. I'm disappointed. Very tense. Okay. We are going to stop here. The talents that has left is belly dancing. Convince us you are right about it. Then cooking. Your talent is to cook, but you're at the wrong pre-selection. And the last one was about toasts, so no one took it. That was my section. Thank you all of you that was really front, and I would like to ask you to say your names again to vote. Anushka, Marius, Adela, Tibi, Alex, and Ovi. So that was all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Raluca. It's good that we have you, because we have all the voice back. Yes. So, in general, we have a contest at the end of the meeting where we vote. We have voting? Yeah? Oh, great. Okay. So you can vote your favorite table topics contestant. At the end of the section, we will give him a special prize. We will give him a brand new talent that we invented for him. So, we enter the third section of the evening, and that is the evaluation section. And I would like Adi to come in front and present his entire team of evaluators, technical evaluators, and speech evaluator. Please, Adi. Show us your talent.
Making a fool out of myself? So, let's move on to the most serious section for tonight, and that's the evaluation section. Hopefully it won't be that serious, because the spirit for tonight's meeting, as you've seen, was a very happy one.
Zen one.
A Zen one, yeah. And let me invite the first and the last of our speech evaluators. And evaluating Dacian's speech, we have Vasile Boris.
Hello, my name is Vasile Boris, and before I start the evaluation, I will present my special knack, that is to smash things on the ground, especially if those things are made from glass. So I'm very talented, but my wife is not that happy. Okay, so I evaluate Dacian in this evening, which is on project number 4, how to say it, and the title is The Kids Are All Right. What is the English word for objectives? The objectives are to use the voice to have a better speech. I will not go into details because Ovidiu has the details. So, what I like about your speech. First, I like how to introduce it with a different version of the Red Riding Hood. I had to ask around because I don't know the name. And the overly concerned parents about the gay cartoons. This was a really big surprise for me because it's the first time I heard about this. I also like the body, how you have a nice recent history about cartoons. This is clear, you are much younger than me. I didn't recognize any cartoon. And also I really like the ending about today kids are not that lucky as you are because you had the chance to look overly or to watch weird cartoons. About how you use the voice. I like that you improve your vocal variety, but I also like that you stay natural, you didn't force it. And I like that you use pauses between sections, and so we can enjoy your ideas. I also like that you have a very good eye contact and the natural body language. What could you improve? Maybe you should avoid using notes. And also to not respond to the timer. You will say, okay, I have a few more minutes. And in the end, I like that you prepared a really nice topic that amuses us. Thank you.
Thank you. The following technical evaluator will be our accountant. He will present his report with regards to how often we make pauses in our speech, which are not there to enhance our message. Alex?
So, let's begin. Toastmasters Ovidiu 5A. General Evaluator Alexandru 20A. Gramatician Gabriela 6A. Timer Robert Danci 6A. Vasile Boris 18A and 1 break. The speaker Dacian Cimpean 2 break and 118 118. Table topics: Raluca Moisi 6A, Anushka 47A, Marius 42A, 1 break and 3E, Adela 4A, TB 8A, and you repeat 2 words, 1, 2, 2, and another word is like. So that's it.
Thank you, Alex. These numbers are really high. This suggests to me that you have a knack for seeing us where there aren't any, maybe. But I haven't counted myself, so I'll have to trust your numbers. When I heard my 20, I wasn't that surprised, really. But when I heard hundreds, that surprised me a lot. Anyway, moving on to the next important technical evaluator for tonight, Gabi will present our grammar errors and also creative expressions.
Hi again. I really enjoyed this evening. Although I am a grammarian, usually a grammarian finds only bad things. I must admit I had fun. So I will start with the Toastmaster of the evening. You use the word of the day 2 times, so thank you. Then there are some expressions that are quite common, like "shit happens," that you have used, but also creative ones like climbing Toastmasters. Really nice. There is one small error. They really didn't And your English, and when you pronounce English words, is very round and very clear, so nobody has any doubt on what you're saying. This is good. Alex, at the beginning you had only a small thing, the break and the repetition, the breaks and the repetitions. You were saying what's your role, and you use the singular thing, the break, not the breaks. Then Adi used the word of the day twice. Great. An interesting expression was pass the torch. Nice. Dacian, you have this word that you usually use, whatever, whenever you forget a word. Then I like the fact that you said what Walmart is. It's a supermarket, so it's great. Then there were two moments when I think you had avoided saying something. For example, when you had that clicker, you said, I have no idea how to use this. You shouldn't use this thing, also expressions like this, meaning that you change the topic, and people, instead of being attentive to what you're saying, to the cartoons, you change the subject, and people are thinking, okay, what is talking about the clicker? And if we follow other things, and the same thing happened with the title, but Boris already said that. 40 seconds or something like that. Then, this is a mistake that you also admitted, attributes that normally attributed to boys, but you already admitted this. Oh, and in the end, I like it very much that you use the word kids instead of children. So kids nowadays are not so on. And this, because it was a topic regarding cartoons, it was very welcome. Because children, it would have made it very serious, but kids, it's more relaxed, let's say. Very nice. A very interesting topic, by the way. Raluca. So I appreciated at first that you said România talent. I didn't try to translate it, okay? But in the end, you said it again, but this time you said it România got talent. So you made a mix of it. And a few dramatic things, but okay, it doesn't matter so much because we are not born as English people. So to be very fluent, you said the talents that has left, the talents left. You were saying about the topics that were left on the desk. All of you that was in front, all of you that were in front. Okay. Then at the table topics, again, very creative topics. And I will just say a few examples, like Anushka, poetess. Okay, creative, very nice. Words don't come to meet mama, very original. Then Bessie Bess, Adela, right? You had very interesting metaphors, like a band for deaf people, and visual representation of a concert, which was really interesting. Then we have Tibi, who can paint without tools, which is really interesting. When Alex was talking, I had the impression it's the classical Romanian person who is talking English. I mean, the accent was perfect Romanian, but the words were in English, which is only, let's say, a person who is starting to learn English. So the grammarian of the thing, of the entire sentence, was not so good, but your accent made it so funny, so I couldn't even write it down. So it's okay. It's good that you have courage to take the role in an English session. Okay, Ovi used the definition of the female dog, which is a bitch. Adi started with the classical Romanian word when you start a sentence, but you don't have a conclusion. Romanians use deci. use the version in English. So, anyone was just starting to do your evaluation or your section, but you said so, although there was no conclusion to anything.
Okay.
Boris, again, used the word Ovidiu. Thank you. And Alex, I am a grammarian, not a gramatician. Thank you.
And finally, the last member of our technical evaluators team, which is the timer. Please present our report.
My timer was minimized, so I'm going to wait some more seconds. We had a very in-time meeting, I would say. So, Dacian, you were 2 minutes and 50 seconds late, but I could admit that I forgot to raise the cards on time. So, not such a long passing. At the table topics, all candidates passed the time with various seconds. Anna with 14, Adela 15, Marius 20, Tibi 1 second, Alex 5, and Ovi 34. Vasile made 1 minute and 40 at the evaluation out of 3 minutes. And as for the technical evaluators, the counter had 1 minute and 40 seconds out of 2, and the grammarian 6 out of 5. And I probably 1 minute and 20 seconds. The meeting started 10 minutes late, but well, almost in time, so the error of time saved us this time. Thank you, and I invited the general evaluator.
So it is my turn. Now I'm gonna start at the beginning, obviously, and we have, as the timer noticed, also started quite late today's meeting, 10 minutes late by at least as far as my watch is concerned. I'm not sure everybody else's. Ovidiu, as our Toastmaster, you had a good intro, you had good explanations regarding the various sections for tonight's meeting, for any guests that we might have, which are not familiar with the Toastmasters format. You have an interesting knack to be Zen. I think I'm going to need more information about this, but maybe later, after the meeting. I'm not sure if I see the value in the expression that you used, which our grammarian also noticed. The shit happens one. But it's personal preference, I guess. On to the prepared speeches section, which was a very long one. For tonight we had one speech, but a very interesting speech from my perspective. You had a great topic. I felt very interested and involved in it. I think, I'm not sure if I agreed necessarily with all your conclusions, especially regarding the fact that we had better options with regards to cartoons that we can watch. I just think today there are much more options and parents need to be more involved in selecting the content that their children are watching. So I guess there's pressure and expectation there. And maybe that's why some of them react like they do, blaming cartoons for their kids, for their own failures. Cartoons, videos, rock bands, sports stars, and whatever else. Anyway, moving on, a great table topics section, very creative and original. I think it was also very difficult, and this combined with maybe not selling enough the section sort of created the lack of participants in the end. This and also the fact that there are so few of us. I guess this was another limitation. The first and last speech evaluator for tonight, Vasile Boris. I liked your evaluation. You had very, I don't know, specific and great feedback. You used the sandwich technique. What I would have liked to see more was more detailed spelling out of the objectives of the speech, even though the Toastmaster mentioned some of them. I think it's the evaluator's responsibility to make sure that everybody in the public understands the criteria used by you in your evaluation. Alex, this is an evaluation for your accountant role. I'm not gonna comment on the table topics speech because it's not my responsibility. So you have very short and to the point explanations at the start, which is good. You had a good report at the end. I'm not sure about the numbers, as I said, because I didn't double check, but I trust you have counted very carefully. I've noticed that the English language is a limitation for you, a serious one, and I don't know, taking responsibility, roles, speeches in the English meetings will help you improve with that, hopefully. Moving on, we have Gabi as the grammarian for tonight. As you know already, I appreciate the way you give feedback. It's always very positive and very specific, and also when you provide negative feedback, you do it in such a way that it doesn't bother people. At least it never bothered me. I'm not sure, it's I guess a subjective experience, this one. Okay. An interesting word of the day also, which I used. The timer. Robert, you had a good role, very clean and clean presentation at the start. Maybe your dead example regarding the red card was a bit much, but I think everybody understood the point and the joke. Good, so good explanations, and also I noticed that everybody took note when you raised the cards, and you made sure that the meeting was on time as much as possible. I guess at the start you didn't have anything to do with our lateness. It was our common responsibility. So, to conclude, not sure if I forgot anybody. No? Yes, I did actually. Our president. Last but not least, our president. You, in the role of president, you, as usual, gave a good impression and image of the role of the Toastmaster Club, a good explanation regarding the Toastmaster Club role, and I think everything that needed to happen in that introduction did happen. Not much to mention there. I'm not sure if we had any guests. I didn't see greeting for guests. Maybe this would be an improvement point. Okay, I think this is it for me. So we can go on to our Toastmaster.
This is it for everybody for tonight. People usually say that everyone is born with at least 3 talents, but each of these talents has a bright side and a dark side. And you will never manage to develop entirely your talent if you don't embrace both of them. You can be extremely talented at, I don't know, painting, but in the same time, one of your drawbacks might be, I don't know, your lack of attention for details or something like that. And you have to embrace the dark side too in order to develop to a new level your bright side. And I would like to conclude in a happy way with a joke, telling you what might happen if you don't develop your talents. And I'm going to use the name Bula instead of John because it's more funny this way. And Bula is a retarded kid. And one day he came home with the grade 1 at math. And his father, being really nervous, asked him, "Well, Bula, what did you do?" "Well, I took a test and I failed." "But why?" "Well, we had to add some numbers." "But that's easy." No. "Well, yes it is. Let me show you. What would you have if you add 3 and 8? 5. "No, Bula. But if you add 4 and 6? 8. "No, Bula. Okay, let me show you. If I have like 4 apples in one hand and 6 apples in my other hand, how many apples will I have in total?" "Did you buy apples?" So, develop your skills, or at least try to get them to a proper level. And we usually have a contest for 3 sections, but tonight 2 of our contestants are clearly won their section. So we have only one contest, the one for the best table topic speech. And the final votes are... Okay, a little drama. The winner of the night Cimpean is Adela! And one of your other talents is talking in English, as we all have seen. Yes, so congratulations for tonight's win, and drink a glass of wine for it.
Oh, okay.
The Toastmaster will buy it.
Sorry?
The Toastmaster will buy it, that's
we usually don't interrupt other people while we are in the meeting, so I don't know what was that. So to conclude tonight's meeting, I would like to come in front our beloved, our president, Raluca.
Thank you, Ovi. So here we are at the end of the most loud, power, crazy meeting ever. Thank God. We had one guest tonight, as Adi reminds me. It's Andrea Blag. Andrea, tell us how did you feel, and if you will come again.
Hello, my name is Andrea Black, but nobody calls me like that. Everybody calls me Dea, of course. Yeah, like old Andrea, that old Oltean. Come on. I really enjoyed the evening. I'm sorry I did not have the courage to go up there and have a talent of my own. I just hate Romania Oltean.
Oh, neither.
I'm sorry. I really thought I won't be able to play something. None of the talents. That's maybe because I think I have no talents. I will come again, definitely. I think I know lots of you here. I mean, I don't know why. Okay, my talent is I have a good visual memory. So maybe that's why I think 1, 2, 3, 4 people maybe. I don't know. So it was. So see you next week.
Thank you. So, this was with our guests. Now we are going to switch to our beloved Romanian language for the administrative talk and other things.